The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. And the Trojans will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So NC State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Handoff from the shotgun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Yeah, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Gets it out fast. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. NC State going up-tempo. Trying play action. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On second down, just keeps firing. He can't make the catch and over the middle of the field. Sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on third down. Makes his connection. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They'll try and overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. On the ground with the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Got his man downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense. Stop. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The Trojans offense has the ball for the first time. And both of these teams love to use the tight end, Jesse, and they do it very well.
And both of these quarterbacks know who their go-to guy is. It's the tight end, as you just mentioned, Reese. These guys find ways to get open, and they make their quarterbacks look good.
Oh, they make them look real good. Big, strong bodies, can catch the football, can make plays after the catch. The modern tight end position just continues to expand.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, heading to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
From the gun, running back on the move. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Makes the catch and knocked down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. It's caught. Open space at the 25. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Gain now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Banks. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heisman's.
And the Trojans have it for the 1st and 10. On the run, it's off. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. NC State quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking deep. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and... first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense, and you saw it on that play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Strong, firm tackle. 2nd and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. Still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. But they answer the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
this young fella. He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, NC State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He lets it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Avoids pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for space. It's Shaw. Turns it on in midfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Some misdirection with the counter. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Now, a 4th down.
Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. The Trojans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are 2 conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, USC! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're setting up the screen. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be...
Number 15.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They're going to ride this running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to the ground game on the left. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field. You might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The Trojans are marching down the field. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give out of the gun. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Dan.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Getting some heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Shaw. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Line gets set. First down. They'll give it to him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play up.
Got a lot of running room. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Trojans! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He hurls one deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Finds his man down the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Hit as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next